Hi Virgo, welcome to your monthly reading for the month of November 2015. Excuse my lateness. I've been really battling a really bad fever. I'm feeling a lot better today, so I figured let me get these bad boys out to you guys. So let's really concentrate on the new moon happening for you on the 11th, since we're already down to almost the middle of the month. This new moon in your third house of communication, and so it's going to be a new way of thinking for you. And it's also going to be a new way of you being busy, Virgo. This is energy that can also mean new ways of you being busy, and also new ways of you learning things, new methods of things. A lot of you Virgos can also be meeting a lot of new people on your way to work, or being a little bit more social, or just thinking about new ways to communicate and think as well. So this new moon in your third house is really setting that intention for you as well, Virgo. On the 12th, you have Mars moving into your second house of your values and your material resources. Mars is going to be coupled here with Venus. And Mars is all about action. Venus brings the attraction. With these two together, this is a really good way for financial resourcefulness. You being a little bit more aggressive, but in a more charming social way here, with Venus coupled with Mars as well. When they work together, they do magnificent work for your second house. And Venus rules that second house of money. So this can also be a new way of you financially benefiting from work, or just ways of looking at how you can probably try to make more money as well, being more aggressive about it. And then Neptune goes direct in your seventh house, of partnerships. So if you Virgos have been thinking about the partnerships that you've been having realistically, because Neptune brings a little bit of illusion. So a lot of you Virgos have been thinking realistically about your partnerships in terms of business, your marriages, romantic partnerships, or any one-on-one relationships that you have with other people, Virgo. So Neptune direct is going to really make you get these rose-colored glasses back on. But Neptune retrograde was really just making you reflect and think about those partnerships. With it going direct, hopefully you can make some better decisions in partnerships as well, going ahead with the retrogression. Going ahead, excuse me, with when it goes direct, excuse me. We have Mercury going into your fourth house, which is where Saturn has been stationed. Your fourth house of home, your roots, your past, and your domestic affairs. Home matters are a really big focus when Saturn is in that part of your chart. So you're restructuring, you're really thinking about the way that you've probably been conditioned when you were younger. Mercury here, you're going to be expressing things, you're going to be thinking about it. Your communication is going to be there. And more so with the Saturn here, it's going to be more really, you're thinking about your home is getting restructured. But it's more like you want to change it. You want to ground it. You want to make things better in the way that you either think about your home or your domestic affairs, or just matters from your past, your childhood as well, Virgo. So then we also have the sun moving in there to your fourth house. So really big focus on home around the 22nd of this month. Real big focus. When the sun goes there, that's where all of the attention goes as well. So then we have a full moon, Virgo, in your third house of communication, of your day-to-day travel, your everyday travel, like going to work, how you travel going to work. So job opportunities. Any of you Virgos looking for work, this is going to be a really good full moon for job opportunities, to send out resumes. If you've been working on looking for a new job, or if you've been working on communication, if you've been working on your relationships with your siblings, or relationships in general with people around you, and then like a neighbor, day-to-day neighbor, not people that you meet far away, more people close up to you, family members. So there might be some fruition showing around that time for you, Virgo. And then on the 26th, we have an aspect happening. I put a video out earlier this month speaking about me incorporating aspects instead of tarot cards. So we have Saturn in your fourth house, which is grounding your home, your domestic affairs, and then Neptune in your seventh, which is about your partnerships and the partnerships that you have with people. Now this is a square, and this square is going to bring a lot of a little tension here at the end of the month. It's the first conversation that Saturn and Neptune are going to be having this year, and it continues on next year, and we'll talk about it a little bit more then. But what about the way that you've been either conditioned at home or the way your home life is affects your partnerships, affects your relationships with other people? Or what about the home is affecting relationships with other people? Or and this is a tension energy, and tension does bring change. So there can be things that's going to really look a little bit realistic, then look a little bit more like fantasy, really not really understanding or being grounded. But of course, this is like a transit, and with every transit, it empowers us to be even a better person. So if you use those energies to stay a little bit grounded towards the end of the month, with this aspect happening with your 4th house and your 7th house, you do have Jupiter in your 1st expanding you for the next year. So really taking advantage of that as well. Again, Virgo, I'll see you again next month.